In this problem, we're asked to construct a frequency distribution for a set of continuous data. I do want to point out we're asked to do it in a very specific way, to have a first lower limit of 30,000, so that would make this 30,000, and a class width of 6,000. Now, it might be very tempting to then make this upper limit as 36,000, just the 30,000 plus the 6,000. That's actually going to be the lower limit here. And as our upper limit of this class would then be the largest number that would be included in here, which would be 35,999. By adding 6,000 to our lower limits, that would make this third class start at 42,000, and this last one at 48,000. And then the upper limit for the second would be one less than 42,000, so that would be 41,999. Then I would have 47,999. If I added 6,000 to 48,000, that would give me 56 or 54,000, and so this would be 53,999. So that's our class limits. Now, to get the frequencies, we're going to use StatCrunch. So we're going to open our data set in StatCrunch, adjust our windows so that we can view both the problem and the data set. And it might be tempting, if you've seen the video on constructing tables for discrete data, to want to go to stat, to tables, to frequency, and select our variable and do compute. If I do that, I'm going to get a warning up here that says, wow, I've got lots of individual numbers. Do you want me to group it? And we want to click OK. But the problem is, if we look, is this doesn't allow us to match what the problem's asking. It is grouping the data by going from 30,000 to 35,000, 35 to 40. So that table will not work. It's not an option to do this. What will allow us to define these class limits and class widths in StatCrunch is a histogram. And so under graph, if we choose histogram, we can then select our variable, and down under bins, we can tell it to start at 30,000 and to have a width of 6,000. 30,000. Also, to make this easier, I'm going to go ahead and select value above bar and then compute. And so now I can see from 30,000 up to 35,999. I have 14 data points, 10 for the second bin. I have none for the third, and 1 in the last bin. And then to construct the relative frequency, again, these classes will be exactly the same. To get the relative frequencies, I can go back to Options on my chart, click Edit, and change the type from frequency to relative frequency. And now I have my relative frequencies for the second table.